right, here we go. This is your homework from last night. We're going to check over your answers. Again, if you have any mistakes or need to make corrections, pause the video and then make your correction. All right, here we go. So on my time, I remember we start off making an hour column and a minutes column. Okay, now my hour goes in the 7, or my 7 goes under hour, 42 goes under minutes. My elapsed time is 31 minutes. So if I add that up, I get 73. Well, I know that 60 minutes equals 1 hour, right? So anything 60 or higher, I have to move it over to my hour. So I'm going to take away that 60, and I've got to move that over and convert it to hours. So I have 1 hour. 7 plus 1 is 8. My hour is 8. I have 13 minutes left over, and it's 8:13 a.m. Don't forget the a.m., folks. All right, so I have hour, which is 2 minutes, which is 25. There's 45 minutes that's going to pass. Add them up, and I get 70. Once again, I know 60 minutes is an hour, so I am going to have to come up, take away those 60 minutes, convert them into hours, and add that onto the hour. So now I have 3 hours, and I have 10 minutes left over, so it's 10 minutes after 3:10 p.m. All right, next, we're going to solve for n. First thing that I need to do is rewrite my problem vertically. We always write problems vertically that are over 1 digit. Whoops, and I cannot talk and write at the same time, which I have proven over and over again. So 2,716 minus n, we don't know, 308 equals 6,408. Okay, I'm going to take what I know, 12,716, subtract 408. Cannot do 6 minus 8, so I'm going to have to borrow, and I have 16 minus 8 is 8, 0 minus 0 is 0, 7 minus 4 is 3, cannot do 2 minus 6, so I borrow, 12 minus 6 is 6. So my missing digit is 6. Now I'm not done until I say n equals 6. Good job. All right, next. I can solve either using the area model or the algorithm. Okay, first let's do that area model. Okay, so we're multiplying by 9. We have 2,500. Oh my goodness, I'm writing this in the wrong spot. Mrs. Day should not be doing this at 5:30 in the morning. Okay, 2,525. I like to check myself to make sure I copied it right. Okay, 9 times 2 is 18, and I've got 3 zeros. 9 times 5 is 45, and I've got 2 zeros. 9 times 2 is 18, and I have 1 zero. 9 times 5 is 45. Now I'm going to add all these up. I get 22,725. Now let's solve using the algorithm. Okay, so we have 2,525 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Carry my 4. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 4 is 22. 9 times 5 is 45 plus 2 is 47. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 4 is 22. And look at that, they match. So I have 22,725. Okay, now we're going to divide 582 divided by 9. I can use an area model or partial quotients. So I know a lot of you do partial quotients first, so I'm going to do that first so you can check it and move on. Okay, I know that 9 times 5 is 45, So that 9 times 50 would be 450. And I'm going to subtract. 2 minus 0 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay, so I know that 9 times 10 is 90. 9 times 20 would be 180. I'm going to try that. Well, 180 is too high, isn't it? So I'm going to go 90. How did I get 90? I did 9 times 10. Subtract. So now I have 42. Well, I know 9 doesn't go into it evenly because 4 plus 2 is 6, and that would have to be 9. So let's do, I know 36 is close. How do I get to 36? Well, I'm going to go 9 times 4. Okay, 12 minus 6 is 6. That's smaller than 9, so it becomes my remainder. Add up my partial quotients, and I have 64, remainder 6. Now I'm going to write this over here because when I do my area model, we better make sure I get that same thing. But I'm going to have to erase my work to make room for this area model. All right, if you do not use the area model, you can kind of fast forward to the next slide. All right, here we go. So we have 580 and 2, and those go inside my box. Okay, so I know that 9 times 50 equals 450, because I did that before. Cannot do that. 10 minus 5 is 5. Now, so I have 50 left over. I'm going to have to bring that 50 and add it on to my tens. So I have 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 9 times 10 is 90. 9 times 2 is 18. So if I did 9 times 20, it's 180. Still too high, so I'm going to go 90. How did I get that? I did 9 times 10. Now I'm going to subtract. Cannot do that. 13 minus 9 is 4. Now I'm going to have to bring that 4 up, or 40, and add it to my 2. I now have 42. Okay, the closest that I can get is 9 times 4, which is 36. Subtract. 12 minus 6 is 6. That is smaller than 9, so it becomes my remainder. Now I've got to add up 50 plus 10 plus 4, and that equals 64. And look at that, 64, remainder 6, no matter which way I solved it. And you probably noticed I used the same things, the same numbers. It's laid out different in an area model. Now, you do whatever you want. Your numbers may not look like mine, but your final quotient should be the same. All right, now we have to draw the correct symbol. A line segment, remember, has a definite beginning and a definite end. A line goes on forever and ever and ever both ways, so we put arrows. Array has a starting point, and then it goes on forever in the opposite way, and a point's just this little bitty teeny tiny dot. Remember, we label those with a letter. Now, don't forget to do this. What is the difference between a line and a line segment? Well, a line never stops. Both ways. I have to apologize. My stylus keeps sticking to my screen, so it's skipping. A line segment has a start point and an end point. There we go. Okay, make sure you do that. All right, and when I say make sure you do that, if you didn't write this down, write it down, because you're going to have to know it. All right, now I need to solve to make fractions equal to 1/2. I know that when a fraction is equal to 1/2, that my numerator is 1/2 of my denominator. Or I could say my denominator is double, or times 2, my numerator. So it just depends on which way you're looking at it. All right. So now I need to make this fraction n over 4 equal 1/2. Well, what does n equal? Well, I know my denominator is 4. Now, my numerator is half of 4. So if I took 4 and I cut it in half, I get 2. So n equals 2. Now check yourself. Is the denominator times 2 or double your numerator? Well, it sure is. Now here, on this one, I have 6 over n equals 1/2. Well, I know my numerator. I have to double it to get my denominator. If I double 6, I get 12. So n equals 12. All right, so that's it for today. Make sure you checked your math work. The secret word for today, for this lesson is all right, write that down. You'll get a code from each video over the next couple days. Might be something special if you have all the mystery words. All right, have a great day.